a healthy lifestyle guide story for the health and longevity of the entire world. Greetings to all of you who are shining from all over the world. I am a 30-year-old professor of Oriental medicine and a best-selling author who will protect your brain. The author of People Who Live Long Have Healthy Brains. Today, I will grab the microphone here and rap, along with you, about the long-cherished wish of mankind, longevity, and the secrets of our brains at the center of it all. Are you ready? Then let's dive into the brain-blution. The longevity revolution. Today's key topic, it's longevity. The human brain and 3 golden habits. Not just living long, but living healthy. Cool and with a smart brain. What really matters is how young and vibrant our brain is. The latest trend in longevity research? It's not just about living long, but about living healthily for a long time. Why? Because when our brains are healthy, our quality of life is upgraded to the highest level. If your brain gets tired, living long will be meaningless, right? So brain health can be said to be the most important key point for a healthy lifespan. Longevity people recorded in our history and literature. Are you curious? What do they have in common? Do you know the Chinese man named Peng Zhu from thousands of years ago? He was a legendary figure who lived for 800 years. Of course, this is a mythical story, but the important thing is that there is a record that he continuously trained his body and mind through Taoist techniques. This is not and just health a simple story, but it contains the wisdom of ancient people who wanted to prolong life through harmony between the brain and body. And the 17th century French grandmother, Jeanne Calment, she lived to be 122 years and 100. She is listed in the Guinness Book of World Records as the longest living person in history. If you look into her life, you will see that she lived optimistically and without stress. And it stands out that you enjoy olive oil and chocolate. This isn't all unrelated to brain health. Olive oil is good for protecting brain cells, and chocolate helps secrete serotonin, which makes you feel good, right? It is said that Japan's grandfather, Shigechio Izumi, also lived to be 120 years old. He enjoyed eating sugarcane, took daily walks, and interacted actively with his neighbors. The fact that all these habits contributed to stimulating and activating the brain. When we look at the longevity of people throughout history, we can see that their lives were infused with unconscious habits that were good for brain health. Okay, now let's get to the main point. Let's dig into the scientifically proven brain health secrets of long-lived people. The 3 golden habits, like a rap. First golden habit, nutritional rap for the brain. It's healthy eating habits. Our brain only accounts for 2% of our body weight, but it uses a whopping 20% of the energy. Wow, the brain is a huge energy consumer. So what you eat is directly related to your brain health. Fresh vegetables, fruits, seaweed, mushrooms, and fish. These friends are rich in antioxidants that protect brain cells and reduce inflammation. Omega-3 fatty acids, especially those found in abundance in blue-backed fish, form brain nerve cell membranes and are extremely important for improving cognitive function. Is it like a super fuel for the brain? On the other hand, salty and spicy foods, fatty foods, these can harden the blood, cause inflammation, and reduce brain function. Avoid them. No. Do you know why? The Mediterranean diet is so famous. A diet based on olive oil, whole grains, vegetables, fruits, nuts, and fish. This diet is very optimized for brain health. Just looking at the results of a study conducted in Finland, the group that consistently maintained healthy eating habits was much more effective in preventing cognitive decline than the group that did not. Now, even when it comes to what you eat, you have to think about your brain before making your decision. Second golden habit, body and mind collaboration lab. It's regular exercise and stress management. Exercise is not just for body management or physical strength. It is the best way to wake up our brain. 30 minutes every day is good. Walk, run, and move regularly. Exercise improves blood circulation and provides oxygen and nutrients to the brain. In particular, a substance called brain-derived
BDNF
neurotrophic
is secreted.
factor. BDNF helps brain cell growth and strengthens neural networks, greatly improving memory and learning ability. It's like a super nutrient for the brain. And stress, it's the worst enemy of brain health. Chronic stress can damage brain cells and shrink the size of the hippocampus, which is responsible for memory. There are even studies that show it shortens the length of telomeres, which determine our lifespan. Telomeres are like protective caps at the end of chromosomes, and their length shortens each time a cell divides, eventually leading to cell aging. If you are under a lot of stress, these telomeres will shorten faster. So you definitely need to relieve stress. Meditation, yoga, hobbies, chatting with friends. You should definitely find your own stress relief method and practice it. The third golden habit, stimulus lab for the brain. It's social. Relationships and cognitive activities. Humans are social animals, right? Loneliness is poison to the brain. Strong relationships with family, friends, and colleagues have a very positive effect on brain health, as they activate the brain and reduce depression. Research shows that social isolation increases the risk of developing dementia. So actively communicate with people around you and participate in gatherings. Meeting new people is also a great way to stimulate your brain. As we converse, laugh, and empathize, our brains constantly process and react to new information, keeping us young. And cognitive activity gets stronger the more you use it. Like a muscle. Whether it's learning a new language, learning an instrument, solving puzzles, or reading, you need to constantly engage in activities that stimulate your brain. There is an exercise method called Cognicize, developed by the National Center for Geriatric Medicine in Japan. This is a cognitive activity that involves exercise at the same time. For example, counting multiples of 7 while walking. This is said to be very effective in preventing dementia, because it activates the brain and body at the same time. The attitude of learning new things and taking on challenges is the secret to a healthy brain. The brain loves new stimulation. If you only repeat familiar things, your brain becomes lazy. Always be curious, explore new knowledge, and have new experiences. These 3 golden habits I told you about today. How about them? They aren't difficult, right? Healthy eating habits, regular exercise, social relationships, and cognitive activities. If you incorporate these 3 things into your life, your brain will stay younger, healthier, and more active for a long time. Future advances in medicine show the potential to extend our lifespans. Research on anti-aging drugs is actively underway, and telomere regeneration technology may also be commercialized in the future. There are also research results showing that drugs such as high blood pressure, medications, and statins are effective in preventing aging. The development of dementia treatments is also progressing rapidly, but the most important thing is that we must never forget that before using this medical technology, we must put in our own efforts. Namely, healthy lifestyle habits. Investing in our brain is never a waste, because only when our brains are healthy can we enjoy a true, healthy lifespan and our lives become happy and prosperous. If you think this lecture today has sparked a small spark in your brain health journey, please subscribe, like, and leave many comments. The moment you diligently write comments, your brain will be activated, and you may be able to live a life closer to longevity. A guide to healthy living for the health and longevity of the entire world. See you next time. Thank you. Hello.